Congress in the new 6th District. Welcome, Senator Kilmer.
This is the best group to speak to because, one, you're awesome, and you all seem happy. You're a great group to speak to. The hardest group I've ever had to speak to was the elementary school students of South Colby Elementary. I was asked to be their Veterans Day speaker, kindergarten through 5th grade, 20 minutes. I showed up and, you know, a whole gymnasium full of kindergarten through 5th grade, 20 minutes. And went up to one of the teachers that I knew there and said, I'm in trouble. You know, what do I do? And she gave me the best advice I've ever gotten since I've been involved in public service. She said, here's the deal. Say whatever it is you got to say. Say it in whatever amount of time it takes to say it in. But if you see any of the kids start picking their noses, wrap it up. And I was like, those are just words to live by, you know? So Larry asked me to speak between 5 and 10 minutes, but if you feel like I'm running a little long, you know, yeah. So, it's always good to start with a good nose-picking joke, right? You know? I want to tell you, I'm honored to be here today for a few reasons. One, because of the tremendous regard for which I hold AmeriCorps, but also because the 33 of you have made a huge difference in this community and are going to go on to continue making a huge difference, whether it be in this community or wherever you go. You know, we've worked with school districts, with domestic violence victims, you've been youth workers and food organizers. Over this past year, you've made a huge difference. I think that's a testament to each of you. I think it's a testament to Jennifer, who's done an awesome job in her first year as KCR's AmeriCorps director. Let's give her a round of applause. Larry asked me to take just a few minutes and talk about the value of your investment in community. And, you know, my background is working in economic development. I'm not used to giving investment advice, but I want to give two quick pieces of investment advice. The first is, you know, continue to invest in the lives of kids. We need to do something rather than simply to be something. You know, the all-time best example of this is Paul Revere. You know, if you got Paul Revere's resume, his official occupation would be listed as silversmith. That's how he made his money, and that's how he paid his rent and bought his mutton or whatever he ate back then. But most people don't know him for what he was; they know him for what he did. And what he did had nothing to do with his job. He volunteered to do it. You know, I want to end by commending you for being here today, and I don't want to end on too much of a Debbie Downer note, but I think it's worth pointing out that these are really tough times. You know, we face extraordinary economic challenges as a nation, with people losing their jobs and their health care and their security at an astonishing clip. We have Americans serving overseas. We face global environmental challenges. We've got a lot of challenges. We've got challenges at the state and local level, too. You know, Representative Hansen can attest to this too. You know, we've had to make some really tough decisions as a state on the budget front, making tremendous cuts to healthcare, to education, to social services. So why do I mention this? You know, why? It's not to bum you out. What does all this mean to you? What it means is perhaps more than any other time, we need you. We're going to need to have each other's back. We're going to have to care about each other, and we're going to have to invest in each other in our communities in ways that sometimes our state and local governments may not be able to afford to do. In the end, that's what makes us a civilized society. As I was grappling with what to speak about today, I kept coming back to the only thing I remember from my college anthropology class. They asked the anthropologist Margaret Mead, when you're doing a dig, how do you know you've come across signs of civilized society? How do you know they were civilized? And, you know, is it some instrument or article of clothing or tool? And her response was, you know you found a civilized society when you find a healed femur bone. And as she explained it, if you broke your femur in ancient times, you couldn't hunt or gather or flee from danger. You couldn't fish or do much of anything, and you couldn't fix it on your own. Seeing a healed femur demonstrated that rather than being abandoned, someone cared enough about you to help you heal. That was her sign of civilized society. As I end my comments, I want to point out simply the challenge that we have, because we've got a lot of broken femurs in our society right now. And it's you all, the people in this room, you AmeriCorps graduates, that are, through the investments you've already made and through the investments you'll make in the years ahead, who have the power to heal them. So whether it be investing in educating a young person or healing a sick person, whether it be trying to provide services for people who are vulnerable or for housing for the homeless, whether it be investing in making peace or preserving our planet, whether you intend to be the next Bill Gates or the next Barack Obama, I hope each of you will take what you've learned in this experience that you've had and invest in continuing to heal some femurs in our society. We need you. I want to thank you and wish you well and congratulate you on your tremendous year of service. So thank you so much.